Hi, so today on How to Discover Your Authentic Self series part 2, we'll be talking about self-awareness. My name is Chowendo, the host of Living Authentically Daily. So we'll be talking about self-awareness. The first one we talked about is self-reflection. So whereby I say that self-reflection is your first point of entry, whereby you in in that stage you are turning your attention inwards. So maybe the way the world works, our attention is always on the outside. So now this is where you're learning to turn your attention inwards. This is where you're learning to see what you think about, how you are, your behavior, what your thought patterns, the patterns that happen in your life, the cycles that repeat themselves in your life, your your feeling tones, your emotions, how they work, and everything. Your belief system, whether they are limiting or self-promoting and all that. So it is through self-reflection that you see that, because the process of discovering your authentic self, or remembering who you are, awakening to your true nature, is about unlearning who you are not, because who you are is not lost. So it's a process of unlearning who you are not. Gloria Steinem said that the first duty of every man and every woman is not to learn but to unlearn. So it is about unlearning who you are not, so that who you are can emerge, because it has always been there. So in this episode, we will be talking about self-awareness. So self-reflection leads to self-awareness, because the more you engage yourself in those conversations and observing yourself and all that, so you are becoming self-aware. So self-reflection leads to self-awareness. So self-awareness is where you are beginning to be aware that you are aware. You are beginning to be aware that you are conscious, that you're a conscious being. You are a being that is conscious of yourself. So self-awareness is a game changer. It is a point where your life truly starts changing, because now you are beginning to be home to yourself. With self-awareness, you will be able to clearly see the impact of all your thought patterns, your emotional patterns, your feeling patterns, your actions, your habits, your memories, your beliefs, and everything about you, how they are, the results they are creating in your life. In my own life, it was during self-awareness that I saw how my thoughts have been a particular loop of thoughts. And before then, I noticed that I have been going round and round and round. I would just notice that at certain point in my life, around my birthday time, I will just by inner knowing know that I am about to a kind of like enter a circle or something like that, but I'm supposed to like break that particular circle and enter a higher one, but I wouldn't know how to do it because my thoughts are already in that loop. So what happened was that when I became self-aware, I saw how self-sabotaging my thoughts were going round and round and round and round. I wasn't thinking any original thoughts or breaking myself out of that pattern of thoughts. So it is through self-awareness that you will see how you may have been your own enemy through imprisoning yourself in the prison of your mind and of your own making and all that. So it's through self-awareness that you begin to see these things, and also how your actions impact others, not only you, how your actions impact others, because whatever we do has an impact on the collective, even outside individuals that it may impact. So it has impact on the collective also. So this is where you begin to observe these things, and it's through self-awareness that you will see that as you begin to change your thoughts and say, wait a minute here, what is happening here, and begin to say, oh, this thought is not serving me, this particular one is not serving me, I am no longer going to entertain it. That's not who I am. This self-image I am bearing, portraying, is not who I am. this self-image. I am not a loser. I am a winner. I am not I deserve a beautiful life. All the negative self-talk, everything, that all the self-sabotaging thoughts and beliefs and whatever you believe about yourself. So it's in this time of self-awareness that you will see it. For instance, there was a time in my life that I believed, I can't remember how I picked that belief, maybe because of my personal experiences then. I believed that men are just players, and I believed it sincerely, but it's not true. But that was my belief, and that was what was playing out in my life. One thing with belief is that it will be playing out in your life, and you will think it's true. You won't know it's because you believed it, and that's why it's playing out in your life. So what happened was, when I started knowing these things and becoming more self-aware, I told myself, no, that that I believe this doesn't make it true. So we have that way of thinking that because we believe something, that it makes it true. No, that I believe this doesn't make it true. So I have to change that belief system. I have to tell myself, no, this is not true, and I no longer believe this. I can't remember exactly how I picked up this belief, but this day I break this belief. I no longer believe this, and that was it. That changed the whole thing for me. So it's through self-awareness that you'll get to know these things, and it will help you begin to know yourself truly, cut yourself afresh, because we have been taught to be afraid of ourselves. We give everything else attention, but never ourselves. I don't know how we manage to believe a God outside of us, believe all these things, but when it comes to ourselves, we are afraid of ourselves. How can you take yourself to the bedroom to bathe yourself, you clothe yourself, you give yourself food, then how can you believe that you are really bad and there is something is wrong with you? So is it not something that is outside of you that you shouldn't trust? So it's through self-awareness that you begin to see how messed up our belief systems are, our thought systems are. You will begin to see how things are not truly as they seem. You begin to see the lies and all the things that have been fed us. So it's there at this stage you begin to see these things. So what will now happen is you will begin to make some changes that are necessary, that can lead to breaking of some habits, self-sabotaging habits. Self-sabotage are those self-sabotaging habits, or whatever, are those things we do that undermine our well-being. For instance, a self-sabotaging behavior can be a pattern of not listening to your intuition because of people pleasing, because you are afraid of what people will think about you, or because you are afraid of hurting another person. You think if you say no, it will hurt the person's feelings. So you will rather betray yourself, let yourself down, than let another person down. Maybe the person will not even be angry that you're saying no. No is a normal sentence. No is a normal word, just as yes is a normal word. So, but because of the way the society works, we have been made to think that we ought to say yes all the time, and thereby creating this toxic niceness and politeness. So these things will be made known to you during this phase of self-awareness. So this whole things we'll be discussing under the process of discovering your authentic self. They are not like happening sequentially, or what I mean is, like, they are not linear. As one is happening, the other one is happening. So the next one we'll be discussing is self-acceptance. The next one we'll be discussing is self-knowledge, because self-awareness leads to self-knowledge. So as this one is happening, this other one is happening. So as you are doing more of self-reflection, you are becoming more self-aware. The more you are being more self-aware, the more you're knowing yourself. So the next one we'll be discussing in the next episode will be self-knowledge. So self-awareness is very, very important. It's at that first point where your life will begin to change. It will help you connect the dots in your life as to why this one is happening, as to why the other one is happening. So it will help you begin to create necessary changes and begin to heal from your trauma and from your habits, toxic habits, and odd ways that you undermine your well-being. So it is very, very important that it's not only self-awareness is not only limited to our thoughts and all that. So there's also a part of it known as body awareness. You also are able to listen to your body, the exact ways it feels. Are there some environments that you enter and your body is telling you I'm not supposed to be here, and you are ignoring the signals and staying there? That also is you undermining your well-being, undermining your, not respecting yourself, not sabotaging yourself. So you have to be able to pay attention to what your body is saying to you at any given time. Give it food when it needs food, give it a particular food that it needs. So but the more you cleanse your thoughts, you cleanse your emotions and all that, the more your body also cleanses itself. So it will begin to make certain demands of you to cleanse it, not to feed it a particular thing, not to do a particular thing to it, not to give it certain things and all that. For instance, in my own case, I just woke up one day and my body rejected processed food, processed drinks, processed any processed food, and I can no longer eat them. I was eating them. I never knew it was making me sick. I thought I was going to have stroke because of what was happening to me. So, but immediately I started observing carefully what I do eat that causes that particular thing that was happening to me. And I started seeing the patterns that if I eat this, this happens. If I eat this, this doesn't happen. If I eat this happens. If I eat this doesn't happen. So I started cutting off those things, and immediately I stopped totally. In fact, I don't know, something switched inside of me that made me lose interest in drinking all these processed drinks and all that. So, and that was it. That was just the end of it. I no longer crave them. I no longer want to take them. Like I can't even take them. I don't know how to say it. So what I'm saying is, your body will always tell you these things. This part of your body talking to you this way, you becoming the friend of your body, is called body awareness. So it goes hand in hand with self-awareness. So as you are doing the inner work, also be paying attention to your body and what it's saying to you. So these are ways you're reconnecting to your authentic self, you're reconnecting to your body, you're reconnecting to who you truly are. Because living authentically or connecting to your authentic self and living your authentic life is about living as you're guided from your authentic self within you, living the truth of who you are. And every part of you, even your body, helps you to do that. So this is why it's very, very important to listen to your body. So in the next episode, we'll be discussing self-knowledge, which is what self-awareness leads to. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much. Please like and share and comment. Thank you. Bye.